Yo, what is up, dudes? We got another gameplay review here today. This one's just gonna be another Survivor game. I don't really have anything special to say about this beforehand, so this is just gonna be a short intro. So let's just get started. All right, what is up, guys? For today's video, this is interesting because this guy actually kind of like edited his video a little bit, which normally I don't take videos that are edited or voiced over. I still will refuse to take anything that's voiced over, but this one was edited a little bit, but it was kind of edited. I like skimmed through it. It was edited in like just a way to like help out the series. It was kind of interesting. Like here he starts out showing that he's rank 10. Yep, rank 10. He kind of has like his perks displayed. He shows that he's level 30 with no devotion, so he's like relatively new, it appears. He shows like his perks right here. He's running Dead Hard, Adrenaline, Borrowed Time, We're Gonna Live Forever, which is a really solid set of perks. We're Gonna Live Forever obviously doesn't do anything for you as far as survival. It's only for extra blood points. But like, you know, the rest of the perks are really solid. And like considering his selection, there's not really a lot else going on. Maybe like Unbreakable or something. He even shows his other perks too. So this is actually kind of interesting because I don't have this normally. And then he also shows this. This is he shows the end game screen, but he hides what happens. He just shows like the ranks, and he showed the killer's blood points, which is okay too. And it kind of showed his perks, which I probably don't want to know. But this is pretty interesting. He kind of like edited his video a little bit to help, which is neat. I think I appreciate it. So let's go ahead. So now you guys all know the full context. He's rank 10. Everyone in the game is around rank 10. And let's go. We're on Cool Tower. Okay, so his build is solid. I mean, that's probably the best perks he can run with what he has. Adrenaline is amazing. Dead Hard, fantastic perk. Borrowed Time, obviously good. We're Gonna Live Forever. I mean, they're all just solid perks. There's not really anything to say about them. They're all really good. Wait, why? Wait, why are you doing this? Wait. Wait a minute already. Why are you doing this? Hold on a second. Okay, so Nia's AFK. So you hop up and you start doing this gym with this Kate, and then you like immediately like, oh, because you see something over there. I didn't even see that. Holy shit, that was like a horror movie. You guys ever watch a horror movie and there's something like in the background and you're watching it with someone and you're like, dude, did you catch that? And they're like, no, what was it? That was like me right here. I didn't even catch that, dude. You got a good eye. Holy shit. What the hell was that? That was terrifying. Was that a spirit or something? I don't even know. Okay, so you see that and you get spooked and you start doing this gen. Oh, I know, it was a wraith. Okay, it was a wraith. Anyway, you see that and then you get spooked and you start doing this totem. This is kind of a waste. I'm gonna preach this again. I preach this all the time. Okay. Let me just cover this real quick. So as far as dull totems go, right? Like as far as cleansing a dull totem, like this totem right here is dull. This is a dull totem, right? So it's not tied to any hex perks. If it was flaming, if there was fires coming off of it, then that would mean that it was not dull. That would mean that it was, you know, tied to a totem, which means it would be, or tied to a perk, which means it would absolutely be worth breaking. But since it's a dull totem, the thing about dull totems is that breaking dull totems literally gives you two things, okay? Like, I think it's 600 blood points. I don't know because I don't ever break them because I know better. But it gives you something like 600 blood points, I think, which isn't really that big of a deal because you'll just get blood points from playing the game anyway. So that's not really a big deal. And if you cleanse all 5, only if you cleanse all 5, then it'll break Noed won't spawn if the killer has Noed. And only if you break all 5, okay? Like breaking one totem does not do this. It does not do this at all. Like, breaking just one totem doesn't do shit other than give you 600 blood points. And even if you were to go around and find all 5, which would take, like, the amount of time it would take you to go around and find all 5 totems and make sure that all 5 are broken, you can literally get, like, 3 gens done worth of time. Like, you're way better off just getting gens done. So, I'm going to preach this until the end of time. Until the devs do something about making totems more worthwhile, I am never going to shut up about this. I'm going to let you guys know. I'm not going to shut up about this. I'm going to keep saying it. Taking the time to cleanse dull totems just isn't worth. Like this whole, I think it's 12 seconds. I'm not sure. I believe it's 12 seconds. But the whole 12 seconds that you're doing this, you could be working on that generator behind you, you know? Or if you're terrified of the killer, you can be working your way to another gen. Either way, you can be working on generators and helping you get to the end game, which can help you survive, right? Doing dull totems is like, I don't know. It's just generally not worth. Unless somehow you're like 100% positive the killer has no ed. If it's like a killer that you know that you've been playing over and over and over again or something. But generally, it's not worth the time investment, man. You're just way better off spending this 12 seconds doing anything other than that. Because, yeah, it gives you 600 boldness, and that's really it. That's really it, unless you take the time to find every other one. You end up leaving anyway. I think you were fine to stay on that gen, by the way. Like, you weren't really in any danger, but this is okay, too. Okay, you're gonna go loot. You're just, like, anti-generators right now. But, I mean, hey, I'm okay with this. Interestingly enough, you're playing on a controller, I noticed. But I actually recognize some names of the people in your game. So I think you're on PC. I think you're playing on PC on controller. That has to be what's going on. I recognize Smoot. So you must be playing on PC, but just with a controller, which is interesting. Anyway, you want him to do this gen. He has Hex Ruin 1. You nailed the great skill check, which is good. So now I'm kind of curious whether you're going to go look for the totem or whether you're just going to go through it. It looks like you're going to go through it. Until you miss one skill check, and then you're like, fuck this, I'm out. Where's this goddamn totem? Okay, so... this is like an either way strategy. I'm not gonna, like, judge one way or another. Okay, I guess you are gonna break all 5 totems. No? I guess you're not gonna break all 5 totems. See, like, here's the thing. Like, if you're gonna commit to breaking 1 totem, like, if you're gonna commit to breaking 1 doll totem, at that point, you almost have to break all 5. Because if you don't break all 5 now, then that time you take to break that first totem is just pointless. Like, it did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. Because if the killer has no ed, he still has no ed, right? So, like, if you don't go around and make sure that all 5 totems are broken, then that original totem break time, the 12 seconds you took to break the original one, it's pretty much wasted time. So, I don't know. I get that there's a guy hooked right now, so maybe you're just not doing it because you're coming for this unhook, which is fine too. I understand. It looks like you're looking for totems. It looks like you know totem spawns, which is good. You like ran by, like, if you guys don't know, like, each tile that exists has a set totem spawn. So for instance, this right here is a single pallet maze tile. This is the maze tile that has 1 pallet with the small wall and the big wall. There's a big wall over there. You can't really see it because it's off screen. And if a totem was to spawn on this tile on Macmillan, each like sub map has a different, right? Like for instance, if this tile spawned on Autohaven, the totem would be right here if it was going to be there, okay? But because it's Autohaven, if there would be a totem on this tile, it would be in here every single time. And it looks like you know that because you run past and then you kind of glance your camera over there, right? You're like, hey, there's a totem. It was doll. And then you keep running. So that was really good. The fact that you had like barely any hours in this game, it looked like you were like level 30, no devotion. And, you know, it looked like you didn't have very much playtime at all in this game. The fact that you know that is fucking impressive, honestly. That's pretty impressive for how little playtime you have. But that's a good thing to keep in mind for anybody watching this that, like, is looking for totems or whatever. Like, if you're looking for Hex Ruin totems or just doll totems to break, keep in mind that every single, like, for instance, here. In this T-wall right here, the totem will always spawn in between these 2 boxes. There's a box here and a box there. It'll always spawn in between those 2 boxes. Here, there's like the tractor tire spawn. I actually have a whole video about this on Macmillan that I'll show you guys where they spawn. But that's how it works. So like if you're someone that's looking for a totem and you're you know, like trying to do it efficiently, the best way to do it is to learn where totems spawn. So that way you run through a tile, look at where the totem can spawn, and then if it's not there, then you know, you just keep running and look somewhere else. So the totem was back there on the T-walls where I pointed. Okay, there's Ruin. You've actually ran past all 5 totems. There was 1, 2. You broke 1, 2, 3, 4 back at the T-wall, and then 5 here. So you know where all 5 totems are if you wanted to break all 5. But it kind of looks like your team's getting figgity fucked. So you might want to not break all 5 and maybe instead help your team. Did this get loud all of a sudden? Why does this get super loud all of a sudden? All right, you're hiding from the Wraith. You should just go. You have borrowed time, dude. You should just go unhook these guys. Like, you need to go get the unhooks. Like, ASAP. Yeah, okay, there you go. I was gonna say, you shouldn't be worrying. Like, obviously, I'm not saying to run in front of the killer and not give a shit, but at the same time, you did good. You did good. If you would have crouched there for longer, it would have gotten bad, but you did good. You just unhooked and then you got out of there, so that's good. All right, you're gonna heal this Kane under hook, which is totally fine. He doesn't have Sloppy Butcher or anything. He looks like he was chasing the guy that you unhooked, and that guy was dead on hook, so it's really unfortunate. That Araski's guy... Oh, no, he's chasing another guy. Never mind, you're good. Okay. So you need to get on some gens, man. Like, some generators, like, need to be done. There's only one gen. Your teammates are going... How did that guy go down so fast? It's a Wraith. He went down, like, instantly. I mean, I guess you are... Jesus, dude. My God. I know we're at, like, rank 10, but holy bejesus, man. How are they going down so fast? Also, I forgot to mention that you found a flashlight out of that chest earlier, which is really good against Wraith if you know how to use it. It's really good against any killer if you know how to use it, I guess. Especially at low ranks. Okay, that guy was dead, and as he was dying, he DC'd. But that's not really like a real DC. He was DCing as he was dying, so like it doesn't really change anything. This dude's about to get hooked. Honestly, I don't like this play. I don't like this like crouching around play. Like, I don't even know if this is 40 meters or not. Like, if this is more than 40 meters, then he's just going to see you with barbecue and chili, right? Because almost every killer runs barbecue and chili these days. So, I don't even know if that's 40 meters or not. If you're going to do this, I think you need to be, like, pretty close. But even still, I don't think you should do this, okay? All right, a big thing about, like, playing Survivor efficiently is that each hook state, right? Like when a Survivor gets put on a hook, the total time it takes them to go from their first hook to death, if nobody comes to save them, right? Like, say you get hooked, nobody comes to save you, you just sit there, you don't, like, attempt escape, and then you also struggle in second state. It takes 2 minutes. It takes 2 minutes. Each state is 60 seconds, okay? So, hypothetically, this guy getting hooked right now, as long as you save him within 60 seconds, it's not going to make a difference. But, like, whether you insta-save him or you wait 45 seconds to save him, as long as he doesn't go to his second health state, that's all that matters. Because those are, like, the checkpoints, right? If he goes to struggle state, then he's dead on hook the next time he gets hooked. But as long as you save him before he goes to struggle state, then it's fine. And the thing is that you have 60 fucking seconds, man. Like, that's a long time. So, generally, as Survivor, it's, like, pretty good to, like, just do gens, right? Like, you can be, like, upstairs in this building working on the generator. You could have been working on that generator the whole time. Or you could have been, like, way back, like, you could have been, like, way back here somewhere. Like right here whenever all these people were dying. Like, if you had the awareness to, like, know that this guy was dead on hook, you would have known to not go for this save. But even while all this is going on, like, the whole time that this was all happening, you could have been on a generator right now, right? Like, instead, you're kind of just not really accomplishing anything. Like, I know that you're, like, setting up to go for saves. I know that you have, you know, We're Gonna Live Forever, and you have borrowed time. So you're obviously trying to get saves for stacks or whatever, but at the same time, you're not really doing anything for your team right now. You know what I mean? Like, you guys still have 4 gens left. Someone's dead. Like, gens need to get done, you know what I mean? Like, you need to, like, now's the time that you need to be like, all right, enough fucking around and going for saves. I need to be efficient, you know? This guy, oh, and your teammate's right there, too. Your teammate's right there. So, yeah, that means no one's on gens. Your teammate's doing the same thing, so nobody's on gens. So this isn't good. You're gonna unhook this guy. We need to go get some gens done, like, ASAP. I don't think borrowed time triggered. You're gonna take a hit for her. She's just standing still! She's standing still! What is she doing? Oh, no. Go, good dead hard. Good dead hard. You made him whiff. You make it to the pallet. Good shit. He's just gonna go kill that... Nia, come on. Oh, my God. I'm triggered just watching this. What are you doing, Nia? God damn it. All right. Well, hold on. Let me review what you did here, okay? You unhooked her. She's AFK again. I guess the Domino's guy probably came to the door or something. I don't know. I guess her pizza got there and she had to, you know. So you take a hit for her and you're like, Nia, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing, you dumb bitch? And she's just like, I don't know. I'm getting my Domino's. So you kind of hit him with a quick dead hard juke, which is really good. You make him whiff. So you get to the pallet, which is really good. Throwing this pallet's totally fine. He had enough distance that, like, if you wouldn't have thrown it, he probably would have gotten hit. So it was a good pallet throw. He's going to go back and kill the Nia. That's so unfortunate, man. That's so unlucky. Wait, was he AFK the whole time? Wait a minute. That was the same AFK Nia from the very beginning. That's probably why she went down so fast. You remember earlier when I was like, whoa, how's your team dying so fast to a Wraith? That's how they were dying so fast, because he's fucking AFK, dude. Your one teammate was AFK this entire match. Is he gonna die? Is he? I bet he won't even struggle. Let's see. Yep, just insta dead. That sucks. So this was basically a 3v1. Yeah, so like this was basically a 3v1 with 5 gens. That sucks, man. Well, you're dead here. There's nothing you can do. This positioning was terrible, by the way. Sorry, I'm too busy like coming to realizations. This positioning is terrible. You shouldn't sit here like this. I'm not sure what you're doing here. Okay, let's go back and see exactly what you're doing. Sorry, I'm too busy like realizing things that I should have realized 5 minutes ago. Okay, like I don't know what you're doing right now. This guy is AFK. This dude, we've made it very abundantly clear that this man is AFK as shit, dude. He's super AFK. He is not at his keyboard and mouse. He is like alt-tabbed watching YouTube videos or something. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's watching Noob 3's tier list of killers right now and writing angry comments about how he's wrong or something. I don't know. He's doing something. So you need to not worry about him. He's dead. This guy is pretty much DED dead, dude. He's dead. He's deader than shit. He's super dead. So like, don't worry about him. Like you're crouching right here and you're just accomplishing nothing again. Like you're again accomplishing nothing. You're just crouching here and doing nothing. And on top of that, on top of the fact that you're crouching and doing nothing, you're crouching in a dead zone. Like if you guys don't know like what I mean by dead zone, a dead zone is an area where there's no windows or pallets or anything to help you if the killer comes to you, right? Like there's like this whole tile right here, there's nothing here. It's just a dead zone, right? There's like a T-wall over there. There's the pallet you threw was over there. And like this way, like I know it's hard to point because of the direction we're facing, but like, you know, if you turned around and then ran the other way, there's like just a million things back there that you can run to, but you're kind of just like hiding, like you crouch right here, like in this dead zone. There's nothing here. There's literally nothing here at all. If you're going to do this, like if you're going to crouch, he probably saw you with barbecue, by the way, because you're also, keep in mind that almost every single killer runs barbecue and chili because of the extra blood point gain. So if you're more than 40 meters away from the hook, which you definitely are right now, you're about over 40 meters away. You're like right around 40 meters, which I know it's hard to judge what that is, especially if you're newer to the game, but you'll kind of come to learn after a while. Keep in mind that the race terror radius is 32 meters. So like if you're like a little bit more than outside the terror radius of the Wraith, then you're more than 40 meters, which I think you are right now. So he probably saw you with barbecue. On top of that, you're literally just chilling in like a dead zone. Like you're in a completely dead zone. There's nothing here. So the Wraith comes and then you're just like, oh fuck, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And you can't get anywhere, right? And then you just die. So like that was really, really, really bad positioning. You need to make sure that like, if you're gonna stop and chill at any time, you should always make sure you stop and chill somewhere where there's pallets or windows or something, right? Like you could have ran over here and there's like shack, right? You could have chilled in shack. There's a maze tile over there. There's a maze tile down here. There's like a bunch of different places that you could have gone to, like, you know, hide or do whatever it was that you're doing. I'm not even sure what you were doing. You should have been working on gens, but either way you don't, and then you get hooked. So let's see what happens here. I mean, you guys are basically fucked. This is, if any of you are going to live, it's going to be through hatch. We'll see if your teammate can even save you here. I'm not sure. It's going to be really sketchy. Looks like he's already found, so looks like he's going to be running up to unhook you as well. He's going to get hit. You're going to unhook you. Does he have borrowed time? He does not have borrowed time. He's going down. Now the killer's probably just going to chase you until you're dead, right? Wait, is he hooking? Oh, wow, he's hooking. Okay. I mean, he could have just chased you. Like, he could have just won the game right there. He could have just let him be on the ground and chase you to death. This is honestly kind of being nice. I don't know if this is him going out of his way to be nice or if this is him just not knowing any better. I'm going to assume it's him being nice, seeing as that one guy was AFK. But he's going to hook this guy. They're going to crouch around here. I mean, what else are you going to do at this point, right? I can't even tell you to go do a generator because at this point, you guys are in such shambles. Like, you guys are dead. Like, no matter what you do, you're pretty much dead. Like, the only way that anybody lives out of this match is through the hatch. So this whole, like, unhooking each other over and over again thing is basically just for blood points. But you even have max blood points already. Like, you're maxed out. So, like, even this is pretty pointless. Like, if one of you two can manage to run them for, a generator takes 80 seconds, so 8 times 4. If one of you can manage to run them for 320 seconds, actually, it would be even more than that because you'd have to, you know, travel from generator to generator. So, you just have to kite them for, like, 5-6 minutes is all. And then, the other one can do all the gens. And then easy. But no, seriously, all jokes aside, you guys are fucking dead. So he caught Smoot again. You should hop in a locker right now, okay? All right, right now you should be hopping in a locker. The way barbecue and chili works is that you see auras. You see auras, basically like after you hook a survivor, right? Like say he throws this dude on a hook, right? He's like, ah, God, I'm hooked. Ah. After he throws him on the hook, anybody that's more than 40 meters away from this hook, we'll say that this radius is 40 meters. I know that's a terrible circle, but we'll say that this radius is 40 meters, okay? Anyone that's more than 40 meters away from the hook, you'll see your aura, meaning like your outline of your body, right? But lockers, you can see a locker over here in the distance. Lockers actually hide your aura all the time. So if you jump in a locker as someone's getting hooked, all you got to do is sit in there. Also, it lasts 4 seconds. Barbecue and chili lasts 4 seconds. So after someone gets hooked, they can see auras for 4 seconds. So in a situation like this, especially where all you really have to do is not get found and wait for hatch, you absolutely should be jumping in a locker. Like, you should 1,000,000% be jumping in a locker, waiting out barbecue and chili. Which maybe that's what you're doing. You know where the locker spawn is here? You do. Nice. Yeah, good shit, man. Good shit. You might have got in there in time. I don't know. You kind of were like getting in as he was hooking. He might have, if he was facing your direction, he might have seen you. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm really glad that you knew to do that. Okay, you hop out. Okay, now you gotta look for hatch. Okay, so this is with endgame collapse being a thing, by the way, because the hatch did spawn. I was wondering how old this footage was, because I am sitting on a bunch of footage, but this one is during endgame collapse, so that's good. So if you guys don't know, with the addition of endgame collapse, hatch will spawn no matter how many gens you get done. If you're the last person alive, hatch will spawn no matter what, even if no gens get done. That's a recent change. It didn't used to work that way. So even though only 1 gen was done, hatch still spawns, and you can go look for it now. If the killer finds it first, though, he kicks it. You'll get adrenaline when he kicks it. I'm pretty sure. You should, unless they changed it. You should get adrenaline. Okay, well, never mind. I'm literally a prophet, apparently. Okay, this is your only chance. You gotta just go get this gate right now. Here's the thing about endgame collapse, okay? Is that, like, basically, like, when it comes down to this hatch standoff situation of, like, 1 versus 1, it's basically whoever finds the hatch first wins, right? If you find the hatch, you just jump in. If the killer finds the hatch, he kicks it, and then you're in this situation where he can just patrol the 2 gates, and you're, like, very unlikely to get out, right? Like, right now, you're very highly unlikely to get out, especially considering that this is Cool Tower, and it's one of the smallest maps in the game. But if you are in a situation like this, one of your best bets is to, like, an actual pretty viable strategy in a scenario like this is to literally just wait at an exit gate, right? Like, if you would have just went straight to an exit gate instead of looking for hatch and just sat there, and then the second he kicks hatch, you start working on the gate. Sometimes hatch will be far enough away. It's a gamble, right? But sometimes hatch will be far enough away that even if he runs over, he won't get there in time because you'll just get the gate open. I've had it happen a lot as killer, and I've had it happen as survivor too. But I mean, your only chance right now is just to start doing this gate ASAP because you don't. Oh well, he's right there, so you're dead. Yeah, so you're 100% dead. There's no way you're gonna have this alive. So this game was just really unfortunate, man. Like the only way you can get out of this is if you had a key, but you don't have a key. I mean, he cloaked, but I'm sure he's chasing you, so. The only thing to do now is spotlight in the sky. Seems about right. Seems about right, man. Like, what else can you even do? This was a really unfortunate game. Honestly, you barely even got chased this game, so there wasn't really, like, a lot of chase mistakes that you made. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, what's happening to me? If you say so, buddy. If you say so. Okay, so I'm guessing he... Wait, did he come drop you at a gate? We're going to mute this because that sound was kind of painful. Wait, did he come drop you at hatch? Wait a minute. The killer came and dropped you at hatch? Wait, what? But he closed it. Why is he dropping you at hatch? He literally closed it. So I think this guy was trying to be nice, but, like, did he think that you could open hatch or something? Wait, what? Now I'm so confused. Anyway, he takes you to a gate. What? Why does he pull you off the gate? Okay, he's just fucking with you now. Like, you're gonna die to endgame collapse. He's just fucking with you. So he's I thought he was being nice, but turns out he's being a dick. Like, he's literally just fucking with you. All right, so yeah, the whole time all this was happening, the end game's been ticking down, so you're fucking dead. I don't understand what the point of that was. Yeah, it'll wait until you're done doing whatever. For the record, I like the editing here too, where you're like, for the record, the way endgame works is if you're currently on an action, it'll wait for you to finish that action. And likewise, like if you're in a locker, it'll pop you out of the locker. If you're on the killer's shoulder, it'll knock you off the shoulder. It'll wait until you're done doing whatever it is that you're doing before it kills you. Unless you're in a situation where it could just force you off. But yeah, so it's gonna let you finish this gate. Apparently the killer can't even hit you. And then yeah. So that was weird. I thought he was trying to let you go, but I guess he was just being a dick and just wasting time so you die to endgame collapse. I guess he's just like, look, he's just watching it. Look at him just watching. What a sick fuck, dude. Yeah, you fucking excited watching that, you little shit? God damn, what a weirdo, man. Yeah, he wasn't even trying to help. He was just being an asshole. All right, well, what are you gonna do, man? I guess GG. So yeah, I just don't really know what to say about this, honestly. Like, it was a lot of, like, first off, you had this AFK Nia that fucked you over so hard. Like, it's so, like, okay, can I ask anybody that's watching this right now, anybody that's actually watching this through to the end, if you guys don't mind, like, in the comments, can you let me know if you would rather me not review games that had something like this, like an AFK or a DC? Because I feel like so many of the Survivor games that get sent to me, they either have like someone DCing or someone AFK where it's like a 3v1, and there's like you literally had no hope here, man. Like, no amount of good play would have got you out of this alive. Well, I shouldn't really say that, but like, you practically had no hope. Like, you were at such a disadvantage just because this Nia was AFK and it was like a 3v1. You know what I mean? Like, already just right off the bat, you're at a huge disadvantage. And then, you know, like, you did make a ton of mistakes that you can improve on, but like, it just sucks, like, having these situations where you're just like, there's nothing really you can do. Like, not really your fault at all. Like, I think overall you played it okay considering your playtime and rank, right? Like, there's definitely a lot of mistakes you made, but even if you'd have played it better, there wasn't a lot of hope. Your team was going down like crazy. There just wasn't really much you can do. The only thing that could have saved you is if you were amazing in chases and you just led this Wraith on a super long chase. Was the only way that you could have made this game, you know, go better. But generally speaking, as far as the mistakes that you make, as far as being constructive, I'll tell you that this is generally not good. This whole, like, spiel that you do often where someone's getting hooked, like, literally before they're even getting hooked. Like, here, for instance, we'll come back to here, right? You're on this generator. Okay, this is actually okay. I lied. This is actually okay because 2 people go down. If 2 people go down, then you kind of need to go get in there, right? But generally speaking, like, I feel like you do this kind of thing a lot where you're basically like trying to set up for unhooks like before the unhook even, or before the hook even happens, right? Like, you're just trying, like, you're like, all this time that you spend setting up for an unhook and stuff and crouching near the unhook, if you just spent this time on generators, you'd have so much more stuff done. And keep in mind, your teammates did the same thing. I noticed that your other teammate, Smoot, was doing the same thing. He was also kind of like, whenever this guy got hooked over here, he was also like at the tower, like dicking around, not really taking care of anything. And like, that's kind of a big problem that a lot of like lower rank or newer Survivor players have, is they just aren't efficient. Like keep in mind, your main objective is the generators, right? Like, there's a reason why killers complain about quote unquote gen rushing a lot, because, you know, it's the objective. Like, if you just work on the objective, if you're just often working on, like, that's literally the biggest difference between high rank play and low rank play, is high rank people literally just do the objective. They just work on the objective often. You know what I mean? Like, right now, this whole time, you could just be doing generators, but like, you're just crouching instead. Like, you'd be surprised at high ranks. It's not like everyone there is like amazing at the game and knows how to like do insane jukes and knows everything about the map, about the game. They literally just do gens. That's literally it. They do generators and they know when to go for unhooks, and that's really basically it. So I think this is a big thing they need to work on. Like, all this stuff is like right here at this point. I mean, you kind of have to commit to it, right? But in general, and then like even this, like after this guy goes back down and stuff, and then like this situation over here, like, this is weird. I just don't, like, you weren't really in a chase at all. Like, I couldn't really help you with your chase game because there wasn't really any chases. But This, like, positioning and, like, weird just, like, crouching around instead of doing anything, like, you should be on a generator, man. Like, there's so many situations where you should just be on a generator. So, I don't know. I think that's the main thing to take away from this, but I enjoyed reviewing this. Thank you, by the way, for editing this out the way you did. It was a little unnecessary. I don't want this to be a thing in the future, I don't think. I don't want everyone, like, editing their videos a lot. This had very subtle editing. The fast forward kind of scared the shit out of me, I want to be honest. But, like, the beginning editing was pretty neat. It was just, like, a convenient thing, which was nice. So thank you for that, and thank you for submitting this for review. I enjoyed reviewing it. Thank you guys all for watching, and we out. Alright, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Remember that you guys can submit your own footage for review by joining the Discord link below and sending me a DM with a link to your footage. Upload it as an unlisted YouTube video. Make sure that the video quality and audio is good, and the game quality is a bad game, so I have something to talk about. And hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here. Have a good one. See you later. I'm out of here.